going? My name is Kyle, and this is my dad, and for the next 15 minutes, he's going to have to listen to me as we do this Teaspoons of Love cooking challenge.
Hi, my name is Bruce, and unfortunately, he's right. I have to listen to him, but I don't have to like it. Teaspoon of Love show us how you can eat healthier, different ways of thinking, different foods that are around that we can use to make ourselves better, live a little bit healthier. And we're waiting to see what's coming on, what's underneath this tarp, so that we can get right to the channel.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see what we got. Okay.
I mean,
I'm kind of anxious to see what's going on.
I mean, that's fine.
Now I'm hungry. Let's
do this.
Let's do this. Okay. Okay.
It's pretty.
Brussels sprouts. I just got some of these this week. Spinach, peppers.
There's one. Asparagus.
Okay. Asparagus. All right.
Tomato sauce.
Any spices? Okay. I don't think we need to. We got these, so we're good with the spices. So
The first thing we're probably going to do is put on a pot of water, get some salt, and now we're ready for this pasta, or blanching any vegetables or anything else that's going to go. See, there's no protein, so we're probably going to use the mushrooms to make up for.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there protein in some of these? What we have on here? I mean, do some of these contain protein?
I mean, there's no animal protein.
Okay.
So by protein, I just mean meat.
Okay.
I should probably just say meat.
No meat protein.
Yeah, it's a meathead, but that's about it.
So you have something in mind you can make in 15 minutes?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. When can I start boiling the water?
I mean, I thought you already said
Okay.
the first thing we're going to do is take the asparagus, which I know you love, and see this part at the bottom?
Yeah.
Snaps. Where it snaps, it's all woody. This is the part you want. Then, what I want you to do is once they're snapped, take the asparagus, and just shave them real thin. That's going to be a salad garnish.
How many do I need to do these to?
There's a bunch. You want a decent pie. So let's take these out of here.
What did you just take out?
I took the Brussels sprouts out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these out of here, and then once this is filled up with the asparagus shavings, let me know.
All right. So I'll just start filling this up with the asparagus shavings, and you'll do your thing over here. Right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sounds easy enough. I can just over here.
Yeah. Here. You want to move these?
I just need a bit. Yeah. I can use this only this cutting board, so we're good. All right.
Okay. That's away.
Does it matter front to back or top to bottom or?
No, just shave them. This should look similar to pasta.
Now, what will this do to the? I mean, is this for flavoring or for texture or
Aesthetics.
part of aesthetics? Okay.
What I'm going to do is start making a mushroom ragu with all of these portobellas and the onions, leave a little bit of flavor.
The entire piece of asparagus, right? Except for the tail, right?
Correct. The woody part that we're just breaking off, that just goes in the garbage.
You know what, just a quick, I want to make sure I wash these all real quick. And I'll wash off the other ones that I've already done.
Good, because if you don't, we're grounded. I told you I'm in charge now. You have to listen to me now.
Yep.
Yes, sir, actually.
Okay. Yeah, this is easier than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's actually pretty easy.
I mean, that is, I'm helping, making it look easy. For that, you're welcome. Right now, I'm just making a broth with mushroom innards. Which point? useful in the broth later, or in the sauce.
What was that part you're doing?
I'm cutting these mushrooms up now. I'm gonna sear them. Start the ragu. Again, there's no animal protein.
What do you mean start the ragu? I thought the ragu was a sauce.
Little column A, little column B. You're not wrong. You're not exactly right. The ragu is essentially cooked down things. So it can be a sauce. It can be it can't really necessarily be broth.
So since
It can
the
be
ragu
base.
is cooked down, because some people actually feel worse after eating this kind of food.
You've eaten recently.
I got some heirloom tomatoes right from the Springdale Farmers Market.
Recently?
I mean, I appreciate them because they weren't the hothouse tomatoes. They were actually heirlooms, and they couldn't keep them on the shelf.
I hate to tell you this, but tomato season isn't.
Like I said, this was back in the summer, but that was as recently as something really healthy that I enjoyed. Something that I knew. Like I said, they were heirlooms. Dance boards and all.
I guess going back to that point, then we gotta remember that certain things grow certain times of the year. Yada yada yada. Things like smaller farms are gonna have the local produce you need.
Yep.
Times you want. So it's probably good to remember, going out to your local farmer's market, seeing who's around in and around your town.
What's in season right now?
Ooh, right now? Honestly, you probably wouldn't believe it, but it's winter, definitely toward the end, but citrus is really in season right now. So like grapefruit, lemons, limes, those are really big. Things like the asparagus, things that are hardy and can take the winter cold.
What about stuff like legumes, nuts, stuff like that?
Same. Again, hardier things. We're getting into spring, so ramps are about to start coming into season.
What is?
Ramps?
I don't know what that was.
They're delicious. It's So I'm adding the tomatoes to this now. Alright, so we seasoned the mushrooms, extracted all the flavor that can be taken out of them without applying heat. Applied heat. And before our fats start to over caramelize, we're gonna bring this down.
What's over caramelizing?
So caramel, right? Sugar, and you get this little candy thing. It's essentially the cooking of sugars, the deepening of them, making them. It's the process by which they take heat and become sweeter, nuttier, bolder. In fruits, there's natural salts, natural sugars. You sort of make those. You want to get those to be a thing, right? So that's going there. Another thing I like to do, especially when I have a more health-conscious dish, is to make it spicy. Because capsaicin, with
What is that?
it's the chemical that controls spice. This is specifically cayenne. But capsaicin helps to raise your internal body temperature, boosts your metabolism, and makes it a lot better for you when you're eating. So spicy raises everything, sort of puts your body on high alert. Huge rush of endorphins, makes you happy, but it also helps regulate metabolism. Now we're just waiting for this water to boil so we can start our pasta.
Is this enough? Three more.
It's plenty.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for that water to come up,
What's my next job? Any chopping?
yeah, sure. I'm going to be using these in a bit, so I'm going to reserve these. Over here, you can take this pepper, and we're going to take the membrane out of the pepper.
You have to show me how to do that.
Careful. These are sharp.
Now, where'd you go to school to learn how to do this stuff?
I went to a really expensive school. That was called New England Culinary Institute in Vermont. You know that because you paid for it.
So way to get paid back, but
You
that's
s-
a different story for another time anyway.
Yeah,
Keep
we'll
going.
talk about that later. Actually, seeing as I'm in charge right now, I don't have to pay you back for anything. So, if this were a
Yes, then.
hot pepper,
Oh, man.
yeah, totally, bananas are sharp. So, if this were a hot pepper, this is where the majority of the heat would lie, right? So you've got the flesh, which is right here, and you've got the heat. Once,
So are we going to use this part?
no,
We're
this
not?
Is, no, that's just the membrane. This eats much nicer. Like, have you ever eaten a pepper and it's like a little pithy, a little gritty? That's this part. You can see it. Get in, see all those.
Where?
Here, let's use something. You can see all of that. You can see the
Should I
texture.
put the behind it? Yeah. Okay, now I can see it. I can see the veins.
Yeah.
And everything.
And so that's what you're eating. Taking that off, making it a little bit easier to eat. Then we're just going to curl your fingers in, rest your knife against your knuckle. You're just going to thinly slice these.
Yeah.
Something easy.
Okay. I can do that.
Cool. And then we're going to mix this. Adding in this mushroom tea. Do this ragu just to thin it out just a little bit. While I'm waiting for this pasta to come up. And it's like layer flavor on flavor, right? So you got the cooked mushroom flavor that was in there originally. And then you added this raw mushroomy garlicky flavor.
Love
So it's just gonna come down. Clean up, because even though I'm in charge, you're probably still gonna yell at me at some point about that. Hey Dad,
Yeah.
did I mention to you yet that I'm in charge?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure I was fully clear that I was in charge.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't listen, I'm sending you to your room.
You mentioned it.
Trash.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you got a hip or something.
How's this compared to the kitchen you worked in?
It's a lot quieter, honestly.
A lot of vegetables, right? It's funny. When they're cooked, they sort of lose all their nutrients. You know, because like once you cook them, you're adding in heat, which is breaking down cells and taking out salt, vitamins and whatnot. One thing that doesn't happen with is tomatoes. So the more you cook down tomatoes, the healthier they get, which is kind of fun.
Okay.
But that's kind of also why we're leaving that salad raw.
Okay. We changed its nutritional values.
That to maximize the health value of this whole 15-minute dish, right? We're gonna sort of combine the super cooked down tomatoes, which are gonna be healthier, flavored with the mushroom for the umami that
Flavored with the mushrooms.
correct, the tomato sauce.
Oh, okay, okay.
Flavor with the mushrooms, the onions, which is going to help us with umami.
What's that?
So there's 5 tastes: salt, sweet, acid, umami, and bitter. Bitter you'll find in green, right? Sweet you'll find in the butter we use, and the sweet bell peppers, and the natural sugars in the mushrooms. Remember we talked about caramelization. Acid, you've already got acid in the tomatoes, which is going to be there and cooked out. Umami is that 5th savory MSG flavor, and that's what we're going to get from the mushrooms.
Okay.
So also give you a little bit of that.
I have to admit, I learned something.
What was that again?
Nothing. I didn't say a word.
Sure. Cool. You lose a little bit of the pasta water that's in there. It's fine because of the fact that it's pasta. It's a little starchy.
Yep.
So residual heat. It'll allow the sauce to help start coating the noodles themselves. The vegetables that we just blanched are also nice and green. Just gonna take this out.
You can just do a small portion for right now.
You can do that.
Smells good.
Get a little bit of everything in the shot, a little bit of mushroom, pasta. And then the part that I'm most excited for is just this salad.
Oh, so this is considered a salad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's garnished, but it's considered a salad.
And that's it. You were part of this greatness. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. This teaspoon challenge was good. I have to give you your props.
Well, I'm sorry I took a tablespoon of
Teaspoon.
Mandy. No, there's a lot of ego here. There's way more than a teaspoon.
All right, I'm hungry.
Speaking. But do you remember what all this is?
Yeah, we have the peppers, these sliced asparagus, the mushrooms, obviously the pasta, the red sauce, and a variety of flavors, cayenne pepper, and we have any hot sauce over here. I'll put some of that in there too, but we'll get around to that. So yeah, I'm ready to dig in.
I mean, so far the best thing you made is still standing right next to you, helping you eat this. So let's just take a bite.
I'm ready. I'm going to admit I'm not a real big asparagus guy, but I'll try one. I'll try it for the team, and maybe he might change my mind here.
Did it with onions.
Yeah, that's true. Good. That's what it tastes like, spice.
Just like Mama used to make.
It's still strong, but I'll work on that. But overall, I got no problem. This is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate Teaspoon of Love Challenge, for having us out here. Did you take this on and show that there are other options in eating healthy? Thank you.
Thank you.